Hi everyone, Linda here. I was watching Aaron at Imperfect Impulses, and he did the most amazing page. I absolutely loved it. I watched it over and over again, and I just had to do a card kind of like that. So what he did, took watercolor paper and embossed it, which is what I did, and this is a Tim Holtz Stampin' Up. I don't know, I think that might be a Sizzix. And then everything was painted like with a teal color. And so I don't have any of the things he has, but you know, I didn't think I had any of this, but I remember now ordering it from, I think it was Blitzy, a bunch of these high flow acrylics, and I haven't used them, so I'm going to use that. And then this pearl turquoise, and just see what that looks like. Hopefully I can put that on this top piece and put these on the bottom pieces. And then, and then he does some sewing, and it's just, the page is gorgeous. I will put the link below because you really have to see his creation. It's amazing. And he's so funny. Aaron's has a Parisian theme. He loves Paris. Now, if anything, this would be a little bit shinier. I do like this. This is very pretty. This pearl turquoise, very pretty. All right, then he took this like a pewter or silver, and went over it. I don't know if this is going to work the same as his did, but we'll see. So I'm just taking this and rubbing it across like this. And the paint underneath is still wet, so it's got a nice effect. That's just making the images pop. Going to go on the card like this, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this. This is the steel, iridescent steel, stainless steel coarse, golden, I don't know, fluid acrylics. I think I'm going to put that all underneath because it's so pretty. Oh, it's really grainy. It's really neat stuff. I don't know if that's what Aaron used. And like I said, I see this stuff on Blitzy or someplace and think, oh, I gotta have that. I'm not even sure what I'm buying half the time. And then I have it, and it sits in a drawer until I see somebody using something different. It's like, yes, I gotta try that. Okay, so then he also used part of a clock, and I had this one that I had in gray, so maybe I'll put some of the silver on there too. I know he used some brown on his, so, and a lot of things get sewn on, so I want to take it to my sewing machine. This is not looking like his anymore, but I got the idea from Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. And then this is going to go under here like this. And then he had some brown that he like put behind this to make it kind of really stand out. And I tore it. That vintage photo really reacted different with this silver, this pewter. Well, let's see, is that what I used, or did I use this one? This one. It, I don't know, it just looks like a completely different color than what I'm used to. It's not quite brown enough. I think I'll put a little bit of this Memento Rich Cocoa. Mix a little bit of that in there. So we went a little crazy with the sewing. But I got that idea from Aaron too, where you stitch and then zigzag and then stitch, and it was fun. And so then I stitched on the clock and I stitched on this. Okay, so put that on there. So this isn't near as cool as Aaron's, but it was definitely inspired by Aaron. And if you want to see the real deal, you'll have to. Rolodex card 241. And I want to put the date on here somewhere. So another thing that Aaron used besides this metal, and he had a really cool one on it, he used some tags or like label things that were metal that he used glossy accents, but he used a different color. Oh, that's just really cool. But another thing he used was one of these pins and one of these Tim Holtz tickets, and I have all this stuff and I don't use it. And this little dingle thing, what do you call these? One of these little tassels, and I have this stuff and I don't use it. So when I saw him using it, it was like, oh, yes, I have that stuff. I gotta use it. Okay, there you have it. I love this card. Aaron, thank you so much. I put an index card on the back and wrote where this card was inspired by, Aaron Imperfect Impulses, and it was an art journal page, and I can't say this French word, but about Paris and how he would love to go to Paris. So that is my card. Thank you, Aaron, so much for the inspiration. Thanks everybody for watching. This was a lot of fun.